morning. Now that I have taken a shower, I will be getting my scrubs and getting ready for the day. Now that I'm halfway ready, I will be getting the kids up one by one. Come on, Brian. Time to get up. Time to get ready for go to Grandma's. Come on, Brian. Time to get ready to go to Grandma's. Let's go. So don't mind that gluey patch you see on the back of my scrub. That was from me gluing my patch onto my scrub. Good morning, Adriana. Now that I've got all the kids up, I'm going to be getting my eyelashes on. This is part of my everyday makeup. I don't use too much makeup right now that I'm in the program. My eyelashes are key to providing the natural look that I go for, and much faster and easier all around. And that there is how I put my eyelashes on. Now that I have my eyelashes on, I'm gonna go ahead and get my hair ready. And for today's look, I will just go with a high pony. Please excuse the stains on my mirror. Being an RT student, I have a very busy life and getting around to cleaning is a struggle. But now that I have my hair up in a tie, I will be sectioning out each section and brushing all the way down and removing all tangles. Now that my hair is done, I will be getting up my last child, which is the oldest, which is the laziest, as you can see, and does not like to get up. So now I will be preparing some breakfast for me and the kids. I especially love these cinnamon raisin bagels, and I like to apply the strawberry cream cheese on top after I have toasted my bagels. Now I'll be making my daughter's bagel with original cream cheese since that is her favorite. I know this is kind of weird to have lemonade with a cream cheese bagel, but that is all we had. And I'm not much of a milk person. We did have some milk, but not much of a milk person. Take you guys to school, so have a good day. Not to school, to grandma's. Have a good summer vacation, you guys. Bye. gets weird now. I got my protein drink here and my trail mix. This is my breakfast for today. And then of course I got my pretzels. But I'm gonna try to finish this and then go to class. It is 7:18 a.m. My class starts at 7:30.
It causes all these other, like pneumonia, it causes consolidation, it causes lung.
You're having to utilize higher pressures. You can't oxygenate your patients. A lot of times they're on high PEEP to stick things open. That end expiratory pressure, this is the next term. But, right, you're using high PEEP levels, high inspiratory pressures, 100% FiO2. They have tried utilizing bronchodilators, thinking that maybe there could be some reversible airway component to it. It is not effective. So it is restricted.
Sponsor us.
Okay, obstructive lung disorders.
Fake scrubs. Oh, okay, let's see where we at. We're right here.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, me.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
What happened?
Ketchup.
Oh, ketchup. Oh, okay.
Like I'm still.
There's no way.
Oh,
you
you're
can
still.
Why would they put their PEEP so high then?
If you just like condense it, I catched up already.
Of that,
Just condense it.
Okay, so I'm at total lung capacity.
Total capacity.
Okay, and then restricted. Okay, I can catch up.
Okay. Because you're trying to oxygenate your patient. That's why.
so you would increase their PEEP no matter what?
If you cannot oxygenate your patient, if you've got your patient on 60% FiO2 and higher, you're going to increase your PEEP.
Okay, I'm ready for war.
So you're trying to optimize your patient.
You caught up?
Especially patients with ARDS and an inflammatory.
I skipped like a
If you have an alveoli
slide, maybe 2 slides.
and they have,
So-
so this is your normal AC membrane right here. Got it? Right? That gas is diffused. So, in patients with ARDS, this is thickened because there's all kinds of inflammation and white blood cells and all kinds of gunk right here, right? Yes? When I add positive and expiratory pressure, when the bronchial airways are naturally wider, it's prevented from leaving the alveoli during
I already wrote it
expiration
down.
when the bronchial airways narrow. Okay. So obstructive lung disorders, talking about airway issues, right? Yes? Yes. So there's some airflow obstruction. It's not an issue getting the breath in, right? For obstructive disorders.
So emphysema?
Emphysema, COPD,
Okay.
asthma, what are cystic fibrosis, chronic bronchitis, yeah. So those C-BABE, right? So it's not a problem getting the air in. You take a big enough breath, right? You generate enough negative pressure, and as you generate that pressure, those airways move a little bit too, right? Does that make sense? Not as much as the alveoli stretching, but the airway does open up based on the pressure that you're generating in the airway. Yeah? Make sense? Okay. However, in obstructive disorders, when you exhale, right, you change the way that pressure is generated. So you go from negative pressure, you're exhaling, then positive pressure, and everything's closing, right? Okay, as those airways are closing back down in obstructive disorders, those airways narrow significantly to the point that all the air that you put in is not able to come out based on the amount of time you spend exhaling. You need an increased exhalation time because those airways narrow so much, okay? Over time, they're also prone to complete collapse. So if some of those airways not only narrow, but they completely close, is all the air that was down in those alveoli going to be able to make it out? No. So it doesn't come out. And then you take another breath.
Day 1, term 2. Here we go. Now I am done for the day, so I will be heading home, relaxing, eating, and then studying some more. So guys, I just got a notification that we have a quiz tomorrow. I thought I was done for the day, but the library closes here at 1:30, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go home and study a little bit, and then I'll go pick up the kids. I told my mom I would pick them up at 5 tonight. My son has football practice tonight, so I have to be out there with him, or I could drop him off and pick him up again. But he's out there for 2 hours, so that is a good time to study. That gives me plenty of time to study. I don't want to overstudy, but I should make some flashcards, because I know flashcards work really well. And we do have a PowerPoint, so I can just basically make, I think I'm gonna make flashcards out of the homework, the self-assessment questions, because we got 8. So I'll do 8 flashcards of those, and then I'll just do the PowerPoints as well. Okay, guys. Hey guys, what's up? AKA Adria Sugar 21 here. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about my RT journey. Today I'm going to be talking about day 1, term 2. So today is day 1 from term 2. Yay! Finally finished term 1. It felt like forever. It felt like it was never going to end. But here we are in term 2. And I am super excited, super happy. And today was a very easy day. Much more easier than what I thought it was going to be. Excuse me. And I'm all done for today. My classes started at 7:30 this morning and they ended at 12:20. But of course we got out a little bit earlier since we flew through that chapter, and we were done about 10 minutes early and the teacher let us out. So I went to the library, I did my homework, which was just some self-assessment questions at the end of chapter 3, which was 8 questions, super easy. Did the questions, answered the questions, then we got to take a picture of it, turn it in through Dropbox. So I did that. So I turned in my homework. Basically, I could read ahead, read the chapter, but I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna go pick up my kids right now. They're at my mom's. They're off for the summer, but my youngest, he does start summer school on Monday. So I don't know how that's gonna work. I have to be here at 7:30 and then he starts at 7:30. So hopefully I'm not sure what time he's gonna take, if he's gonna take the bus. I'm gonna have to call and find out if they're gonna take the bus or if he has to be dropped off. But I dropped them off with my mom, so either my mom could take them or I can take them, drop them off, and then head on over here. Yeah, I could do that because their school is probably like 10 minutes away. So if I drop them off at 7:15, I'll still make it to school on time. So that's good. And I brought my lunch today. I had a little bit of some goldfish, which I just finished. And I still have my veggie pack, which I did not finish. So for breakfast, I ended up eating a little bit of some chocolate chip cookies, and then I ate my strawberries that I cut up and I put in the little container. I ate that for like my second break, because we got a few breaks in between that were like 5 minutes, and then we got a 15-minute break. So that 15-minute break, I came and ate my strawberries. So yeah, today we had pathophysiology, which was 7:30 to 10:30, and then we had clinical practice laboratory, which that is just our practice time and where we go over all our skills and we get ready to do clinics for next term. So basically she just talked about what we're gonna do in the class, and we gotta track every single skill or else we will not get credit for it. If we don't track it in on time, we don't get credit for it. And she said no one fails, but the only way that you can fail is if you're basically not tracking your PEFs. So you have to make sure that you're tracking your PEFs weekly, and it's a pretty easy class. So this semester I have 4 classes. So I'll have chemistry, pathophysiology, fundamentals of respiratory care, and then I will have the clinical practice laboratory. So we just basically get a partner and we practice. We do patient assessment, we do oxygen administration, we're gonna learn how to do I guess mechanical ventilation, and then we're just gonna learn everything. So CPR, basic life support, we're gonna get our certifications, our basic life support certifications in this class, our ACLS and all of that. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be learning, what we're going to be doing. So my Mondays and Tuesdays look the same, 7:30 to 12:20, and then my Wednesdays will be different and my Thursdays will be different. So far for my Wednesdays, I know I have chemistry from 1 to 2 online, and then of course all the homework that goes with that. So, and then my Thursdays will be 8 o'clock to 11, I believe, and that will be our lecture. So we'll have lecture on Thursdays, and then we'll have Monday, Tuesday, we'll have labs, practice labs, where we can practice for about, I don't know if she said 90 minutes or 60 minutes, 61 or 90 minutes, around there. So they said use it wisely, get in all your practice, because this is the only practice we get until next term in September. That's when we start doing our clinicals. So we have to make sure that we get all of our practice in and make sure we know what we're doing, pretty much. So that's what my semester will look like. Those are the time frames. I got 4 classes this semester. Some classes, some days, Monday, Tuesday, I'm from 7:30 to 12:20. Then Wednesday, my latest class ends at 2. And then Thursday, my latest class ends at 11. That's what I know so far. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know. Then today we talked about our clinics and what facilities, some of the facilities that they had previously, but we are going to get a new list of new facilities because they added more facilities for our term, which is amazing because we have more variety now. So now we're able to choose out of more hospitals. And some of them may be 12-hour shifts, some might be PMs. We could even do PMs if we want to, which those would be 8-hour shifts, and they would go from 2:30 to 11:30. And then there's some that start at 6 in the morning to 6 at night. Those are your 12-hour shifts, which those are the ones that I prefer because you could get more hours. So we get a total of 225 clinical hours. I'm not sure if that's per term, but I do know every 5 weeks we rotate. So we get 3 clinical rotations, and we do 5 weeks each clinical rotation. So we're at one hospital for 5 weeks, and then we get rotated into another hospital for 5 weeks, and then rotated into another hospital for 5 weeks. And we get to choose our top 3. So we basically write down our top 3, and then we turn it in, and then they choose where we go from there. And so usually the teacher said that 2 students may go to one facility, but there is one facility in Merced that only one RT student can go. And one question that I forgot to ask her is if we're going to see term 4 in our clinical rotations, or are we going to see term 5 in our clinical rotations? Will we see other RT students from our school there other than our class? Will we see other students? Because here at SJVC there's 5 classes. So there's term 1 class, we're term 2, and then there's term 3, and there's term 4, and then there's term 5. And that's our last term, and then we graduate. So every single class, they're here. And I just seen when we left, term 3 came into our classroom. I was the last one out because I was like packing all my stuff and I'm super slow. And then when I walked out, term 3 came in and they're like, how was it? And I was like, it was good. It was a lot of talking talking about what we're gonna do, no work. So that was good. I hate that noise. My AC is making a lot of noise right now, so I'm sorry if it's too loud. Leave me a comment down below if it's too loud and if I should just shut it off. I'm gonna go ahead and head on out. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I'm gonna go pick up my kids now. I gotta text my mom real quick. It is 1:14 and we out, y'all. Peace. Love you guys. Bye. So that's a wrap, guys. Taking off my eyelashes, and then I will be brushing my teeth and going to bed.